Firefighters are known as heroes for running into burning buildings and saving lives.
But throughout the course of a firefighter's career, they can see and experience situations that take a toll on their mental health. As Delane Cleveland reports, a former firefighter from Plymouth is now on a mission to encourage others in the profession to get the help they need.
A hero is defined as one who shows great courage, and few careers exemplify that more than firefighting.
I just fell in love with it, and that was my goal from being a little kid till I became an adult and finally became a fireman. Firefighting was in Brian Cristofono's blood, and Monday morning in Brooklyn Center, he had the opportunity to speak to a group of people in the profession. My uncle told me if I wanted to be a full-time firefighter, to become a paramedic. For 13 years, the Plymouth resident got to live out his dream as a firefighter and paramedic with several Minnesota fire departments. It was a dream come true. I wanted to get all the fires, I wanted to get all the medicals. I became an adrenaline junkie. It's a job that requires strength and tenacity, but what's often forgotten, the most horrific things you can imagine, we see it, we deal with it, is that first responders encounter people on their worst days. I found myself having panic attacks on the job and could no longer do it. And he says they're not trained on how to process it. Yeah, it drove me to the point of almost suicide. Brian eventually retired in 2016 after being diagnosed with PTSD. Put the gun down, went back to my truck, and I called my therapist. And now he's on a mission to talk to other first responders about the importance of getting help.
I feel it's extremely important for everyone to hear the message of what Brian has to say.
Gary Hendrickson is Brooklyn Center's deputy fire chief. He asked Brian to hold this seminar Monday morning.
As a leader within the organization, we need to encourage our firefighters to basically understand that this could happen to you, and if it does, here's some resources for you to deal with at hand.
Brian says he's getting the help he needs, but during his talks, it's evident that there are issues he still deals with to this day. There's 5 line-of-duty deaths from guys I knew, and 3 of them were suicides. The hope is that by getting his story out in the open, others in the profession won't suffer the same fate. You know, it might help, it might save their life, it might save their family. That's what I hope. In Brooklyn Center, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
Cristofono is also helping a state lawmaker with a bill that would make it easier for first responders who are suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder to receive workers' compensation.